Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be breaking down Morningstar The Hunt Part 3, which is a grim, dark, but also space deco setting that, for the sake of our breakdown, happens in the Warhammer 40k prehistory during the Dark Age of Technology. It has excellent violence and lore, so let's get into it. Hey you! Yes you! Are you drowning in plastic crack? Do you keep buying models and never have them painted? Is your pile of shame bigger than the models you actually have done? The team at Mastermind Models and Miniatures can help, or M3 Studios if you prefer. The team at M3 Studios and their Mastermind/Master Painter Clay are just like you, addicted to plastic crack and have channeled their addiction into a passion and a profession. They paint kick-ass models to whatever standard or solution you need. Their motto is professional painting services to bring your imagination to life. Trying to just get on the tabletop? M3 Studios can do that. Trying to shock and awe your local game store? M3 Studios can do that too. Want a piece of art that your descendants will fight over at your funeral? M3 Studios can do that, and it's easy. Click on the link or in the description, and you can talk to M3 Studios directly about your commission. Tell them the Counterpoints channel sent you, and not only are you guaranteed an awesome paint job at a fair price, but you help the Counterpoints channel continue to grow. What is there to lose? Stop buying models you will never paint, and instead let Clay and the M3 Studios team help you dominate your local friendly game store and show off the best painted models this side of the Mississippi. Start your commission today. As discussed in previous episodes, which you should absolutely check out, Project Morningstar, for our purposes, is set during the Dark Age of Technology. Humanity spread to the stars during the Age of Terra, and colonization kicked into high gear from the 15th to 22nd millennia. While named the Dark Age of Technology because of the hubris of humanity before its fall, it was considered by the people of its time to be the zenith of achievement. Project Morningstar certainly matches this description, as the people of the Hegemon of the Thousand Empires worship one thing: greed. Many great human civilizations span the stars, but they have been fractured by rivalry and distance. The Hegemon wishes to heal these fractures through the common worship of desire. Each planet and each empire under the hegemony are allowed to keep their own customs and culture as long as they pay their bills to multi-planetary macro corporations on time and give up tributaries to the military wing of the hegemon, the Directorate. The Directorate, with guidance from the Council on the capital world of Protea, secure the trade lanes from alien threats and pirates. Most people within the hegemon are consumers, toiling away to work off their debt, increase their credit, and enjoy simple pleasures. One of the fastest ways to escape menial work is to join the Directorate in hazardous but potentially lucrative work. The Directorate receives generous sponsorships from macro corporations who help fund their expeditions and equipment, knowing that each dollar invested will be repaid with secure, industrious, fruitful interstellar trade. The Directorate likes to show off to the magnates and patrons of the hegemony, inviting them on hunts for pirates and aliens. This is considered high entertainment for the upper class, and nothing is more entertaining than the Berserker mercenaries known as the Baracan. The Baracan are a warrior culture recruited from veterans of the Directorate who are surgically enhanced into transhuman monsters. They are larger, stronger, faster, more durable, and more vicious than the common tributaries of the Directorate. They are warriors under direct employment from the Council, but will sometimes sign limited contracts with macro corporations for specialized missions. They are recruited from all nations of the hegemony, looking for the best warriors of the tributaries, but they will be psychologically broken before being recruited into the Baracan, put through secretive and barbaric trials, and then mind-wiped into vicious killing machines. Baracan show no signs of remembering their previous lives and speak a private language known as Utar. Their physiology is so maximized and their senses are so enhanced that they must take a steady dose of combat cocktails meant to regulate their hormones, eliminate bacterial infections, eliminate cancers, and restrain their impulses for berserker violence. This drug dependence keeps them loyal to the hegemony, as without regular dosing they would be overwhelmed with infection, cancer, or madness. Between battles and training, they are kept in sensory deprivation tanks to minimize overstimulation, giving these warriors timeless oblivion between fever dreams of barbaric violence. These bloodthirsty monsters have been unleashed in the bowels of a Chiguay artillery piece and are now ripping apart the aliens. The Baracan are armored in Pterodyne auto-harness power armor with fission power packs, which makes them capable of carrying the twin-barreled, twin-magazine-fed Armisen M600 Mauler heavy assault carbine. Their rifles were originally designed to be vehicle-mounted heavy guns firing 70 caliber armor-piercing rounds, but the Baracan took to the weapon with such bloodthirsty zeal that they are now as iconic to their culture as their power armor. This armor is outfitted with an expandable blade in the gauntlet that, once extended, fires compressed gas, causing catastrophic rupture. The gas can also be replaced with acid or pyrotechnic liquid, as the operator prefers. An overly zealous Baracan finishes a fallen enemy with this knife. The Chiguay are a noble, six-limbed alien species that are aesthetically reminiscent of the Tau from Warhammer 40k and the Sangheili of Halo. They are fleeing an unknown cataclysm, making a great migration looking for new planets to settle. Their multi-generational exodus has taken them into Hegemon space. The Hegemon of 1,000 empires barely tolerate humans with too much body modification, and so the aliens, or exogens as they're known, have become a hot commodity to hunt down. The Chiguay have armor plating, energy shielding, and ballistic and energy weapons capable of cutting through Baracan armor, making them a dangerous opponent. The Baracan laser cutter blasts through a door and an alien, prompting a second fight. A transhuman warrior falls but is followed by a machine gunner. A charged shot fells the beast, but Chiguay honor is foolish. Instead of killing the monster while he's down, the Chiguay approaches him, hoping to subdue him. For this effort, he's rewarded with a chest-mounted claymore blast to the face. A claymore is a directional explosive that flings out ball bearings that pulverize any enemy unlucky enough to be close. The alien gets a dozen pieces of shrapnel to his chest for his efforts. The Chiguay are enraged and close into melee combat. The Chiguay leader is fighting a Berserker when he is shot by a Baracan Taskmaster. Taskmasters are the field commanders of the Baracan and are freed from the cancer and viral concerns of the average warrior known as a Cathar. With this freedom, they are also given a drug regimen that stabilizes their temperament and allows them to be the most sober leaders of their fire teams. This sobriety isn't always appreciated, though, as the Berserker strikes his leader in the face for stealing his kill. The Taskmaster cocks his pistol, likely considering summarily executing his insubordinate charge, but the Chiguay save him this trouble. The Berserker and the machine gunner are cut down by charged sniper fire, meaning that the Baracan have now lost 4 warriors. This means that these aliens are more dangerous than most. The Taskmaster calls the Armada to advise of their situation.
All squadrons. Targets are the picket ships.
Negative. Target vessel selected by patrons.
Raising marks at this speed. Requesting course change.
Admiralty has authorized no deviation.
Target vessel is accelerating with the orbit. We can't catch it.
This is suicide.
You get paid double for that. Vampires inbound.
Vampire Squadron, we're here to take you in. No charge.
Fine, just don't get in our way. Our assurance plan doesn't cover Armada pilots.
On approach, vector, exchange 87, yield 63, 0 sum 31.
Making the run!
The Directorate is split into several services: the Armada, which are the Navy responsible for voidcraft, the Air Corps, which operate atmospheric fighting and logistics ships, and the Army, which is responsible for boarding and ground operations. The Chiguay ships are using the planet to slingshot their orbit and increase speed. The Hegemon capital ships are in hot pursuit, but are getting left behind. To entertain rich patrons, a sortie of fighters are dispatched to attack Chiguay capital ships, which is called a suicide run by one of the pilots. Dispatch taunts them that if they're killed in a hazardous mission, they'll get paid double, likely being rewarded to their next of kin. The Red Fighters are Armada Surok 15s that have guns, missiles, and heavy torpedoes to knock out targets much larger than themselves. They can also be outfitted with a bomb bay or troop compartment for bomb runs or ship boardings as appropriate. They are escorting Air Corps vampires that are heavily armored and armed dropship gunships known for escorting the Baracan. The fighters make a run, blasting the Chiguay capital ship, which in turns destroys a Hegemon picket ship. We now get to see the maestro of this orchestra of destruction and his intended audience on the largest Hegemon capital ship, a Starliner.
Why are we slowing down? Go get the big one already.
Well, that's a bad showing for the Armada.
Is this a joke? This is billed as diversion. It's woefully one-sided.
I hope whoever pitched this as entertainment realizes watching us lose isn't fun.
Admiral Hyatt is insisting that he be allowed to engage the moon directly. They're taking significant casualties.
Tell them they're getting paid to run down that Exogen mothership. No one wants to watch another orbital bombardment. This is costing us a fortune.
He insists this threat has escalated beyond our contract terms and has become a Hegemon safety issue.
And I insist that if he changes my plans, then he's going to be the public face of this shit today. It's certainly not my fault he can't deal with these animals. Now, the Baracan will deal with the artillery.
The Magnates are loving it, sir. Smart move to let them experience it firsthand while they wait.
Full immersion will do for the Magnates now, but a fancy dinner isn't going to hold the rest over for long. How are we on the intercept with the big one?
They're slingshotting out system. Give it another week before we can catch up.
We have Magnates from Stratos Industrial up there and over 2,000 patrons. We said we'd deliver a once-in-a-lifetime experience to you.
Baracan, keep threat incoming.
Exogen reclassed grade 2. Raising kill cost.
New plan. Tell the Admiral to engage the moon. Prep for broadcast. They want a show, let's give them one.
The patrons, the rich of the Hegemon, are not pleased with the show put on by the Armada. They want to see the Hegemon Navy hunt down and destroy the Chiguay mothership. Sound tactics be damned. Luckily for the host of this hunt, the Magnates, the rich and powerful leaders of the megacorporations, are cybernetically linked to the Baracan below, delighting in the ground-based slaughter. The host is frustrated that the Admiral is asking to divert weapons to the ground-based artillery platforms, as that will not be as entertaining to his guests. The Magnates are sufficiently distracted, but the host fears that roasted Chiguay will not entertain the rest of his patrons for very long. The host changes his tune when he is informed by the Baracan ground team that because Exogen are more dangerous, the cost of their services is going up. The host will try to dazzle his audience with an orbital bombardment after all, likely trying to save on the credits he will owe the Baracan. The host himself is flanked by 2 Baracan warriors in heavy Badak-class armor. Whether they're present to protect him or to enforce their contract, I'm sure is up for negotiation. If you want to support the channel, please remember to like the video, share it with your friends, ring the bell for new videos, and comment for the comment gods. Your viewership helps me in the algorithm and is appreciated. If you want more content, then be sure to check out Counterpoint Star Wars and Counterpoint Sci-Fi. If you want to take your support a bit further, please become a YouTube member or join us at patreon.com/counterpoints. Check out the other videos on the channel, support our sponsors. I'll catch you in the next one. Until the end.